guys. This is the 411 podcast, and I am super excited to welcome you to another episode. And I'm also excited about our conversation today. We're going to have an intriguing and interesting conversation. As always, my name is Cleo, and I've got my co-host, Barbie Maggie.
Hi, guys.
And I've got Daniel the sweet boy, in the house.
You know,
What?
okay. You just had to do that.
Well, yeah, I had to. You're the sweet boy, aren't you? Yeah. But are you not?
No.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Daniel. Hello, guys. How y'all doing?
The sweet boy.
No. You're going to get me into trouble.
All right. I welcome you, beautiful people, to my podcast today, to this very wonderful show. Okay? Yeah. And today we're talking transparency in relationships. It's a hot one. Actually, and it's very controversial. Like, I have a lot of things I need to clarify on this, and I need your opinion. I'm starting with you, Maggie. What is your opinion? And I want to know, what do you think? What is transparency in a relationship to you?
Well,
what does it mean?
In relationships?
Yes.
Well, I think it's when like two people obviously have are open enough, or have trusted each other enough to share their opinions. They're just basically open about everything. You trust somebody enough to, share your ideas, let go, just be yourself, basically. Yeah. That's how I feel.
So what about you, Dan? What do you think?
Transparency in relationship, for me, is two individuals involved.
Yeah.
Having the ability to just be open to each other and vulnerable, to say anything, do anything with themselves. But I feel there's a clause to each other. But maybe as we go on, we'll talk.
There's definitely a clause to everything, I swear. For me, I think transparency is when you get vulnerable, right? When you open up yourself and you're at ease to be vulnerable, to feel free, to say your darkest secrets, maybe, air your opinions without the pressure of being judged or misunderstood. Do you understand me? And that has the kind of relationship you have has a lot to do about how this will play out generally.
True.
Yeah. So what's how long do you have to be in a relationship? Or let me rephrase that. At what point in your relationship do you think you can be that transparent? Based on the definition, based on the meaning of transparency in relationships. Where would you get to in the relationship that you just click and say,
okay,
I mean, I'm comfortable to be open and with this person?
Well, personally, I don't think it's really about timing, because you could be with this person for 3 years and you still don't feel open enough to, say certain things to this person. You could be with this person for 3 months and you're literally everywhere. Do you understand? So I think it's basically the kind of connection you have with this person, where it's headed.
So it could be at the get-go, right? But for you, personally,
like I said, it still depends on how how we relate with each other. Yes. So 6 months.
6 years.
Honestly, not 6 years. I said 6 months.
Okay.
6 months.
For short.
Ish. I'm not certain. So just depending on what kind of relationship we have, basically.
Okay. What about you, Dan?
For me, I think straight up, when once the trust has been set in, once there's trust, there's a certain level of trust.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter even 2 or 3 weeks or anything. Straight up, I feel okay, vulnerable. So for me, it's not how long or a particular period of time. For me, it's the trust. And once I sense and feel the trust, it doesn't matter. If I feel the trust after 1 week or 3 days,
how do you sense and feel this trust?
Well, I don't know. There's a certain level of feeling you get. You can't explain it. Trust me.
Personally, I feel at that initial point, you're just meeting this person. Let's say you have a crush on this person. You're going to like the person. You're going to feel okay, this is headed somewhere. So I feel
definitely.
That timing, there has to be a little bit of time.
Yeah, but even if you can't really trust, you can't really it's just emotions, like you said. You can't really meet you can have that vibe with somebody, you can have that connection with somebody, but it gets to like you really don't know if that person is someone you can
Worthy enough,
confide in.
Yeah.
So it's like, what qualities, like what would you observe in a person to give you that go ahead to say, okay, I think I can trust this person, because it's not just the connection. You can connect to the mad person, say.
True.
And you don't know. So that's the thing. Like, what are those things that you would see in a person that will say, okay, this person is trustworthy, this person is yeah.
Well, in a general look at things, there are a lot of things that need to come to play, but I can't really categorically say any. But say relationship for me, like personal opinion, I think I'm a free spirited person. There are people you meet, like you just meet them in the club, and the next minute you're having like a good time conversing, and the next minute they're telling you something personal. They're comfortable with you. So you in turn, unless you think you don't know the person, you don't know if this person is coming to play with me or something, you hold back. But for me, once I can sense that there are people I meet and they be like, I just met you and I'm telling you things about me, personal stuff, I'm comfortable enough to make you calm down and tell you one or two things about me. I mean, once you start like that, you're building a certain level of trust. And that is how, for me, I think the transparency starts playing in. Because they go together. Trust and transparency, it's sort of, they go together. But like I said, there's a clause. So when we get to that,
as for me, I think it's conversations. For me, it's conversations.
You get.
Like, I love to have conversations. I love to talk to people, and that gives me like insights on how to unravel who a person is. Do you understand? It's like, sometimes I would always tell people that if you get in a relationship and you're not really sure of what the other party is about, ask questions. No, not direct questions. Most of the questions I ask are not even direct. It's like, I could bring up I could even lie about a story I heard. Oh, this thing happened to somebody. So, cause I want to know, your reaction.
Perception about
that's it. I want to know your reaction. I want to know your perspective about like issues that are like, that bother me, issues that are important to me, so that I know that, okay, this person might judge me.
Really going on
this person might judge me on this issue. If like it's because a lot of this. I'm asking for a friend. That's me. I'm always asking for a friend. So that's the thing. It's conversations for me. When we talk, because people can pretend with their deeds.
Yeah, I wanted to say that too.
People can pretend with their deeds. You can see somebody and just the person is acting all nice to you, but like when you really, really get into a conversation with them, you will discover things that you would never thought were possible. So that's the thing. That's just it. It's like with every other thing, conversation is key in discovering stuff. But speaking back on the transparency issue, right? Are there supposed to be boundaries? Like, from the definition alone, transparency is like open book.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like a secret.
Yeah, but like, are there supposed to be like, can you say I'm transparent and still have boundaries?
I'm glad you said like transparency in relationships.
So there's a context to it.
Yes. I think for any relationship to last, you guys have to understand that you have to have boundaries.
Yeah.
Every single time. I love you, but I don't like you doing certain things, so don't do it to me. I love you, don't use my toothbrush. I love you, don't do certain things, basically. Some people don't like, they don't have anything to hide in their phone.
I thought I love you, don't use my toothbrush. That's our toothbrush.
That's what?
That's our toothbrush.
That's why it's
for
called
what?
Boundaries.
With whose mouth?
Oh, the same mouth that you. Am I allowed to say kiss?
Well, of course.
Okay, the same mouth you kiss.
Well, nah. Please, don't go towards the toothbrush. Please, leave my toothbrush out of it.
Do you understand? I feel like for any relationship to work, you have to have boundaries, and it is transparency, even if you have boundaries. In relationships.
So, what do you think?
My total opinion.
For me?
Yeah.
I think
is it boundaries? If like, is it transparency if there are boundaries?
Like I always said, there's always a clause. So, well, for me, have the boundaries. Okay, I think you're just giving examples. Okay, because the kind of boundaries when it comes to transparency, you just have to
have boundaries.
Yes, for the sake of yourself, your mental health,
what
and your
kinds
partners.
of boundaries?
Okay, take
So, like personally, yeah, what boundaries would you have?
for me, I don't know how I'm going to say this, but I don't think I have a particular boundary like that. Like,
So it
I always
depends on
say
the
I'm an
case.
open book.
Yeah.
There's nothing to, if I'm in love with you, there's nothing to hide. Bugada day.
You let her go through your phone. You let
Yeah.
her use your stuff, everything. Okay?
Yes.
Wow.
But that brings me to like, what's the?
But she said she has to have a little
see, this
bit
thing
of
we're talking
conscience.
about. This thing we're talking about actually has there's a little like there's a thin line between this transparency of a thing, as in somebody demanding transparency from their partner.
Okay.
Yeah, you get
And
Well
wait,
said.
and being nosy.
Yes.
Like there are two different things, but there's
Trust
a
me.
thin line between those. Like
Yeah.
it's like when you start going through somebody's phone now, do you see that as being transparent or being nosy, or demanding transparency or being nosy?
Well,
big nosy.
No, I think it depends on what. If you know this person, like we were talking about boundaries. This
Yeah.
person says, "Don't go through my phone. I don't like it. It's mine. It's
Yeah.
not yours." That kind of thing, and you still decide you want to do that. You're not respecting the boundary.
But what if
Don't
you
be
get
nosy.
signs?
If the person feels comfortable with, letting you do that,
Yes.
then we can say, okay, that's being transparent.
But my
You
point
understand?
is, what if you put yourself in this situation, right?
Yeah.
You're in a relationship and you're getting signs, you're seeing things that make you believe that your partner is probably cheating on you, and you demand to know if there's something happening. Maybe you saw something that's crystal clear, even if you didn't catch them in bed. But there's something you've seen that's crystal clear, and you demand, like, I need to know what's going on. I need you to explain this to me. Why do you have this person's underwear
When
in
you
your
don't
house?
realize it's innocent.
Wait
It's your
first
problem,
now.
guilty.
Wait
You get?
first. Who come back for your house? Leave
If
pants.
you one of my guy now,
Wait, your
of
guy
your
they wear
guy?
pants.
come in gay.
Let's say, bruh. Bras. Your guys
At least that one. At least that one you cannot.
don't
But it's the same thing.
understand.
No, but it doesn't
Maybe
add
they
up.
came over with someone. They say, "Boy, how far
No,
now?
no,
Did you
no,
around?
no.
Make
It
I
doesn't
just
add
come
up.
through."
It doesn't add up.
Your guy. Oh, okay.
It doesn't add up. At that point, going to the person's phone might be. It's definitely nosy, actually, but like you're trying to get transparency. You I want to, now. If I go and
Right,
steal,
like you're
if I go and wait,
actually
if I go and take your phone when you're not there and try to like go through it like a thief, it's different. But I want you to show me your chat with this person.
Okay. That's you demanding transparency.
That's different. Like, but is that being nosy? That's my question.
I don't think what you just said, like
Yeah.
the explanation you gave,
Yeah.
I don't think that's being nosy. Like you said.
But do you think?
demanding
Yeah, but do you think that's being nosy?
No, it's not, because there's something going on, and you want to find out. So
Yeah.
most definitely, you probably confronted him once or twice about it. So that's okay if you want.
Because I know people who think that's nosy. Like, why are you in my business? Why do you want to know what business I have with somebody else?
I think men will always manipulate you to
Think that you're being nosy. Yeah?
yes.
Yeah.
But and if
like-
they try to do that, if they don't just show you straight up,
That's
I
when you
tell
should
I
be
kid you
bothered.
not, there is something going on.
101% of the time.
Why do I feel attacked now?
I'm sorry. It not be my fault. Now you cause
Well,
am.
What should I-
Your gender.
Oh, really? Are you thinking people are nice people, innit?
We are. We are.
You think?
No, I feel like
Okay.
majority of if you were like put in that situation, majority of women would probably just they will show you. I think they will just show you and just take the blame and apologize. And that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
But men,
So you-
They will
they will
never.
never admit.
Omo,
it.
if you see
they will manipulate you to think you are talking
If you
rubbish,
see conversations when guys are talking about how
and all of a sudden it will be your fault.
how their like ladies are always on their case on knowing who they're speaking with and all. Yeah, I get that sometimes that can feel a bit uncomfortable, especially if you're with someone who is insecure, who is not like confident in that relationship. Which brings me to the topic safe. Wait first. Something just came to my head. Wait first. Do you really need full transparency to trust your partner?
No. I don't think so.
Because some people,
what's full transparency?
it's like I want to know.
everything and anything.
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
demand this transparency must be transparent too. No,
I
you
say
have to be
see-through
transparent.
glass.
As in see through.
See-through.
Clean them with
Yes, that's
this
it.
thing.
A little bit of.
I'm telling you,
I don't
hypo it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, some people want to know, but that's what some people tell me. That's transparency now.
That's transparency.
but then
That's
again-
trust.
That's
to you.
transparency. But
then
it
they-
still
no, not to
differs.
that. Like I said, there's clause. I said something.
There's
earlier.
always a clause.
There's always a clause.
There's always a clause.
Because I said yes, I'm open. Like, but there's some
What
certain things-
exactly is the problem? The salary part or the location part?
It's like
Or
every
is
I
it-
single
want to know
detail.
the salary part.
Yes, no.
Sure, you see the question
You have
now.
to- you have to
Have you
tell
seen
me how
it?
much you're
How can I
earning.
be with you as your partner, girlfriend, wife, and you feel weird about
You know
telling me how
something
much you earn?
No, I'll tell you some. Come on now.
As a girlfriend, it's not that deep. But if we're in a marriage, we're both we're going to build a family together.
Yeah.
We have to know how much each other.
So
like
yeah.
how much we're earning.
Well, that's
How about
transparency.
this short story about a woman who actually had a building or has a building?
Yeah.
And now the husband rented that
I
building.
saw it.
Yeah. And they agreed to pay together.
Oh no.
Only for him to realize one day that he was paying rent.
To his wife. Yeah.
Now tell me, is that fair? Is that transparency?
That's where I see the transparency part comes in.
Yeah.
She should have told him that.
Okay, look at that.
That's the same reason she's saying it's not wrong for someone
Well,
to
okay, let me
ask.
tell you, more transparency. When my clause comes in, if I'm earning 450,000, I'm telling you I'm earning
300.
200.
Because you don't want you don't want to spend
on
you don't
now.
spend your
That's
money.
not
I'll
you being
spend.
transparent.
Because
then.
you're even being selfish on top of it and greedy.
No, no. You know, this is the
450.
thing.
This is not half of the salary. This
the
is less than half.
You get.
Yes,
You
now.
want everything.
Not everything. At least if you're
But
earning
like-
450, you can tell your wife you're earning 400. No.
Well, it depends on who you went and married.
That's it.
Eh-heh.
That's the thing.
Because
Just so you know.
yeah.
Come on,
But why would
right?
anybody want to be hiding
Big
such?
guys, you have
Yeah.
extracurricular activities. You shall
Yeah,
know that.
beer
Come
money.
on, you already know. And so, if I tell my wife, say I'm married, okay, see, baby, I'm making like over 500,000 every month. And I'm that kind of man that will probably want to give you my card. Okay, keep it so that do the house stuff,
Whatever. Yeah.
But there's a time where I know that, okay, I'm going to embassy. At least I want to buy one EXO or I want to buy one Jamie or something. Baby, 100,000. So what are you doing with 100,000? Come on, what you get? So it's not like.
So those
I
are the
don't-
boundaries. Those are the
Yeah.
boundaries.
Tiny,
Boundaries
tiny,
come
and
in.
if you see, they're not really serious things. These are just.
Because the thing is, when you go see, like, maybe when you talk to some people who, maybe if you have issues in your relationship with
Yeah.
communication and all that, and you talk to some people, most of the first few pieces of advice you might get will be, oh, you guys should be transparent with each other, try not to hide stuff, try
I think
not
a lot
to
of people
be.
just like that word,
Try,
transparent.
yeah,
Sounds nice.
yeah, but like there's a lot behind it that you
Yeah.
might not even know. You might not be able to control. Like, do you think?
And do you know what?
You know that transparency is also probably if you had cheated on your partner or something, and
Yes, you have to.
transparency is telling your partner that
Yes.
some people might not handle that.
I keep.
Some people might not be able to even handle like that information.
Yeah. Now, you
So
have
if
to
you know that your partner cannot handle this information, don't tell your partner.
So that's the
Hence the
thing.
clause.
But that's the bad part of it. Now.
Yes.
No.
That brings me to
No.
this. Transparency is supposed to be like a solution to relationship problems,
Yeah.
right? But it also goes far to show that it can complicate things too. It can. That's what I believe.
Can
But that's my own opinion. What do you think?
Sweet and bitter thing, trust me.
Yes, I think as much as it can help your relationship, it can also be the reason for problems in your relationship.
Yes, because when you're always saying things
just
that your partner can't
Okay.
take,
okay, for example, you have a partner who is like very jealous, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. I don't want you to go around. I don't want you to talk to this person.
yeah,
that
very,
kind of
very
thing.
overprotective.
And let's say while you guys were still talking, before you even started dating, you know that kind of thing. Maybe you had something with somebody else, a fling with somebody else. Then this is a year or 2 years into your relationship, and you now go ahead to tell your partner. What is he supposed to use that information for?
But we're
Nothing.
saying when you cheated in the relationship or in the
relationship.
marriage.
Okay.
Now holding back that information is bad.
In my opinion,
And then
when did you keep
sometimes
for 2
saying
years?
it
Did you forget?
and then
I think
and
if
then
you're
saying
genuinely
it and then
sorry,
saying it is also
me,
bad. Eh? Oh, you're
if you're genuinely sorry and your
Speak for
partner
yourself,
doesn't,
oh.
I said speak for myself.
Yeah.
okay.
And your partner doesn't know about. There's no way your partner can find out about this.
Trust
I
me,
think
there's
no
always a
need.
way.
There's no need to just put
So
it.
what about
yeah,
your
so-
guilt?
Eh?
Won't you feel
But they
guilty?
feel your guilt. It's because
Look at this person.
Ruin your relationship.
Are you, what,
Your
what,
gender.
what are you campaigning for?
Your gender.
I mean, no.
Your gender.
Ah,
my God.
I'm frightened.
Look at that. You have not seen anything.
Guys,
It's coming.
If
Wait
you
for it.
if you know that if you tell your partner this thing, there is a 90% chance that you're going to end your relationship. You love this person.
So why do you why do you go and do it in
Maybe
the
it
first
was
place?
in the past now, like I said.
Which past? Past
what?
where?
Past party
Give me,
people.
please.
Eh?
But honestly, I don't think if it's like if you're being put in that situation, I don't think there's any need to tell your partner. If you're happy in the relationship, but if you know you want to end it, tell your partner. So yeah, I can end it.
So what about you?
First off, I think you need to know the kind of partner you are with. Yeah. Now, try if you know he has some flaws about maybe jealous, overprotective. Try to calm him down. Give him reasons to be comfortable around you. That's how you help curb the insecurity there. And now, if you're being transparent, you guys should always have conversations. He's going to tell him more. Definitely going to tell about his ex. Talk to us like, come on, babe, there was a time, sha. But then again, if he's in the relationship, see, and you know it's a marriage thing, there is no how. That's, you know, when you sin and you ask for forgiveness, you've been forgiven, but the consequences always follow. If you escape it, lucky you. If you don't, fine. Do you get it? Because see, as guy men, we always sit down and hang a lot. We know somebody that knows somebody that knows so many bodies somehow.
Yeah.
Do you get? So that conversation, that feeling that you think that nobody can ever know about, somebody knows.
Something
And
will pop up.
somehow it's just going to play around and come out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be worse, him hearing it outside and coming to confront you, than you just talking to him about it. Find a way, take your time, take as long as
As you need.
but just know that at some point in your life, you just have to come to terms with the fact that you have to tell him or her that. I know, and trust me, a lot of relationships, marriages, they marry for trends, they marry for peer pressure now. Everybody,
This generation,
like,
yeah, it's crazy.
it's crazy,
out
yeah.
here.
So now you don't even know this person too well. You don't even know how he reacts to some certain things. Your level of transparency is like you just meet him today, the next day you're 100. I had 4 boyfriends, so this one is calling me and all of that. You don't even know his emotional capability.
Yeah.
You get, and already you're just pointing out these things because you feel you want to be real, you want to be yourself. No, get to know someone first. Know his weak points. Know that okay, this person is vulnerable to this extent. There's a point you get to, and then he gonna lose it or she gonna lose it. So you just need to find a level playing ground. It's not a 50-50 thing. It's a 100-100 thing. If I love you, I'll be angry, I'll piss, I'll break small bottle somewhere. But after drinking it, I'll still come back and be like, you're the one I love now. I'll still hold up. I'll be pissed, but I'll still hold you, because if it was genuine love, you're not going anywhere. Not at all.
I think as much as
The only thing you have to be careful about that period, if he's a good man,
yeah,
he'll forgive you and forget, but he will not be petty.
I'm itching so bad to ask you this question.
He will not be petty, and he's not going to rub it on your face.
I'm itching so bad to ask you this question.
Okay, ask.
Personally,
Yeah.
if your girl tells you, I want to understand a man's point of view.
Okay.
If you're
This is my point of view, not men.
but you're a man,
Yeah.
so it's like you're going to be speaking for
on behalf
on behalf of the men.
My
so
fellow men,
just try and be
I am speaking for myself. When I no vex, I beg. My friend is trying to put me in a problem. But continue.
So let's get this. If you found out, or your girl tells you she had cheated on you last week, assume you have a girlfriend now, last week, last month, just recently though.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Well, she came clean. Let's not say you heard it somewhere. She came clean. What would be like? Would you forgive? Would you forgive?
Repentance.
Would you But you don't know that. That's in the heart. But she came and apologized. This happened with this person, and I regret it. And I'm telling you because I think you deserve you deserve to know, and I've wronged you, so I need to apologize. And she comes clean and she does that. But do you trust that that's not going to happen again? Would you forgive wholeheartedly and move on, like in the spirit of transparency?
Personally,
You're speaking for all the guys.
no. Speaking for myself. Speaking for myself. Me, I'd forgive,
Yeah.
but
You'll never forget it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's going to take a while before I forget, because there's something to say. A woman, that's enough reason for you to even break up.
But you guys do it a lot.
Like,
No, listen.
it's something that
It's
is
like
regular.
double standards
If people
here.
want
That's
to go to
what
that
I'm
place, I'm
hearing.
going to give people this small quote. There is key and there is padlock. If one key can open only one padlock, that key is special.
No,
Wait
no,
now, but if many keys can open that padlock is useless.
Nah lie.
I leave it there. Back to the question.
Nah
you asked.
lie.
Wait
Nah
now,
lie.
wait,
Who is key
wait,
with padlock?
Thank
Hey,
you.
people want to bring
I don't
feminism into
understand.
this
No,
now, though. Really?
Okay, can
Wait,
he open other padlocks?
what?
Can he open other padlocks?
They are master keys, oh.
Okay.
If you're bringing that, they are master
How
keys.
many master keys you want to have?
They are master keys
No.
now. If I'm a key
Listen.
in this context, no, wait, hold on. Let's not use the biological, Let me just switch it a little bit
You're
for you.
the padlock.
If no, I'm not the padlock, please.
She doesn't want to be the padlock. She wants to be.
Let me
You
be
want
the
to
key.
Yes.
No, there's
Sorry.
something that has to make you be the key.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be biological about it.
Okay.
I understand
Okay.
where you're going to,
Okay.
right? I'm saying that.
But we still have a question that I've not finished.
No, you answer that question. But this thing you said now, it's not fair. If I'm a key,
Yeah.
right, or if I'm the key in this context, I can choose. If I choose to be a master key and open mini padlocks, it's my choice. I wasn't.
Well,
I was.
fine,
I don't
definitely
think. I don't think
true.
I
No,
was
that- at your own
made.
detriment.
I don't think women were made to be padlocks.
Nobody
To be
said.
opened by one key alone.
Yeah.
So scratch that. In fact, erase that from your head
Listen.
and move on.
Listen. Okay, how would you feel? We know where we come from. We have morals. We have standards. We
Okay.
have standings. You do realize that. And whether you like it or not, biblically, generally, traditionally, there are levels to these things. I'm not saying it's something we should be proud of or something we should make look as if that, okay, is that right? We own it. Is that thing? No, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying, okay, I should, No, I'm personally now, I'm a one woman man.
Yeah.
Don't give me a reason to feel that, okay, there's something going on. Just don't heighten my insecurity. And then you cannot give me a good explanation for it.
Yeah.
That's when my doubt starts coming.
Yeah.
That's what happens to a lot of men.
Yeah.
It's not because they don't want to love you. They want to love you. They want to stay. They want you. Like, how do you buy a favorite T-shirt and you share it?
Sorry.
I'm giving an instance now. You buy a priceless T-shirt
Yeah.
and you share with every other person.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
No.
You share it with the person you're in love with.
Yeah.
No, listen. What I'm saying is that, say your woman is a favorite T-shirt. You wouldn't want to share your T-shirt. What you love the most, what you cherish the most, your treasure. You don't share it.
I think it goes both ways.
Yes. Likewise, the woman too. If you love your man, you wouldn't share it. And obviously, your man is supposed to be sensitive enough to know that, oh, moment, I have that woman. I'm not going anywhere. Likewise, the woman.
Because a lot of times we see situations where a guy and a girl are together.
Yeah.
Let's put these two scenarios side by side, right?
Yeah.
Guy cheats, girl forgives, girl moves on. Girl cheats, guy goes crazy and
Okay.
never moves on.
Okay.
That's always the story.
Yeah.
With men. As
Yes.
much as we scream transparency, if you tell a man you cheated on him, he's never let
That
you
is why.
know.
See, the truth is that's why
Can I
people
say
don't know that
something?
women
You will
actually
not
do
forget
this.
it.
Women do these things, oh.
What thing?
Women cheat too.
No,
Women
But
they
they
do these
wouldn't
things,
just-
but they won't tell you because men are so emotional about
Listen,
it. They're so.
listen.
I mean, why are you like that
That's
when?
precious.
No,
Yeah.
lie. Why are you like that? Why are you like that when you are like it's like that's your lifestyle? When someone else does it to you, it's so serious. But when you do it, it's like no, overlook it and stuff like that. Why?
I can't really
Can't swallow
say.
your own pill.
Yeah, really, it's not like that.
Yeah, you can't say it
It's
out
true.
loud. You cannot swallow your own pill.
I don't know why people are attacking me.
Well, that's why you're
not
here.
attacking
We're not attacking you. You're just here to clear the air.
No, that's no conversation. People are attacking me. When a man cheats, I'm just here as a guy man.
Excuse me, I feel like I know what you're about to say.
Allow him. Just allow him. Let him
It's
finish.
just- maybe carelessness, but there's no feelings. There's no feeling.
You guys,
Yeah, listen now.
That's what you were gonna say.
that's
Because that's
that
listen.
every man
But
saying
see,
this is
when a-
men saying this are beginning to sound like a broken record to me.
really.
In fact, it's
Yes.
already a broken
But
record to me.
let me finish it. But okay, since you know the whole,
Oh yeah, sorry.
it's fine. But why would you say that?
Why? Tell
Say
me.
what?
You tell me. I've never understood it.
Well, I feel the way you people are created from a loin. Yeah, it's that bond is unexplainable. You get so anyhow we try to fight it, tough man. There's always one woman that shall weaken the man. So in the end, I think say that okay, since every man can do as he like, so every woman they should do as they like and come to terms with it. For me, I just feel okay. This one is way past. Do let me do.
Then where are we?
Like,
It doesn't just make sense. Even you that is saying it.
But I'm not.
sure it doesn't make sense to you.
Yes, but honestly, but I'm just saying that I don't encourage men being frivolous. Yeah, but then again, it doesn't mean the women should also say, okay, I'm going to hang that jacket to you and just let's go.
Come on, anybody,
How is it going to end?
anybody can wear
anybody,
the jacket,
anybody,
right?
like
It's unisex.
who the cap fits.
Oh, okay.
Because honestly,
Okay.
if there are people who when find out that their partner has cheated on them, their first reaction is I'll do you back.
Not everybody.
No, I mean there are some people now.
Okay.
Their first reaction is I'll do you back. And other people will probably punish you in other ways, and some people will leave.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's like you can't really determine what or how a woman would react to that, but you wouldn't blame her if she does it back to you. You wouldn't judge her if she does that. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like a lot of these things, you've said,
But I'll sure use the fact that okay, I messed up first to console myself and move on.
yeah. So like it's like if you cheat on me
But
and I
how
cheat
do
on
you
you
do
back.
that?
Wait, if you cheat on me and I cheat on you back, it's a silent like after that let's move on.
Would you leave your lady if you cheat, then she cheats? Would you leave her for cheating? Do you understand?
If
you cheat,
you did that because
you cheat.
you did that because you just wanted to pay me back,
Okay.
I'll get furious. I'll definitely let you know how I feel. Like,
Oh
would you-
my
listen
God!
to me
Would
now.
you leave?
Listen, let
Would
me
you
land. But I won't leave because, like I said earlier, I will console myself with the fact, okay, I screwed up the first time, but we'll have to sit down and talk and draw a line and know that, see this nonsense, it's not gonna happen again.
That's because they've done it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so
You're not
you
taking
know
it
how it
seriously.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because why would you be angry that I cheated on you like as payback?
if I was drugged that time, yeah.
And me, I was drugged too now.
Hey, look
one.
at that. What
We're
are
not
yours?
talking about you being drugged. We're talking about you going after this lady and cheating. Some men will cheat with different people.
Sorry, I don't know what being drugged is. I don't know. I don't care. That thing's not an excuse anyway to me.
I was just-
It's a personal thing, not an excuse to me. Drugged how? Like that means they raped you now. That means it wasn't cheating. So it's not that.
We're not
It's really
talking
not
about-
that.
We're talking about cheating.
It's not that. It's intentional.
Actually,
Yes.
we're talking about
Cheat with
transparency. You, this woman,
different-
stop it. We're talking about
What?
Chill.
No,
Let
wait
me
first
ask.
now.
Some men will cheat with different people, like you know all these chronic cheats. They will cheat. Do you understand? And once their lady or the person they are dating does this to them, the relationship is over.
That's why we are men and you
Well.
are women.
That's what we are saying. It doesn't make sense. And with every man that will probably sit in that seat,
Yeah.
none of them will have a proper explanation as to why it's different for you guys.
I think
So that's just
Bible.
it.
Check the Bible.
That's just it. That's just it.
But I think-
But like
But not every man cheat.
that was in a bit of me trying to figure out like how being transparent could be toxic, or like it could be either toxic or problematic in a relationship.
Transparency in a relationship
Because you can't-
to an extent
Yeah,
would be draining.
it is. It could be toxic.
See,
I think
Talking too much, giving off too much information.
toxic
Yeah.
and draining.
It will be toxic and draining when you're not loyal. That's when it will be a problem.
Yeah.
When you
Always have to come and report that you did this, you did that. Yeah.
That is when transparency will be a problem. But if you're a loyal
so it's better
person,
for you to just forget about going to do that and did this now.
Yeah, that's the point
what
now.
we're
But you
talking
can't
about
avoid
now.
stuff like that. Those things happen.
No.
Some people that
cheating.
people can't explain. Shit happens. I'm not even judging
Oh,
anybody.
Now you agree.
No, but shit happens on both sides now.
That's this. That's my
That's what I'm saying. But okay, moving on to like the final points I would like to make here.
yeah.
Who demands transparency the most in a relationship, male or female party? Stop pointing. Use your mouth.
Would let Daniel.
Oh, really? Let me.
Daniel, I'm starting
ladies
with
first.
you. I'm starting
Ladies
with you.
first. Come on, cut.
I'm starting. I've been starting with her the whole time. Starting with you this time.
Hey, wow! Look at that.
What party? Yeah.
Who demands transparency more in relationships, the male gender or the female gender?
For me, I think it goes both ways. That's why.
In
Trust me, I know women that they're not really bothered
yeah.
about whatever their husbands. I have a lot of married friends. I just realized that a lot of married friends.
I don't think that's.
They're not.
They're bothered though, but they're just.
But they just have this way of consoling themselves.
They're just
Like,
conditioned by society
get-
to believe that that's okay, and I think there's a problem with that.
again, another part of it. But there are some men too. I think men don't is a level of insecurity. We suffer that a lot. But as a man,
I think
we're not allowed to talk
every
about
man. Maggie, do you have you seen? Have you observed this? I think every man
it. See,
has a bit of
every man that
insecurity.
you see that you think is farming Odogu, trust me.
Every man
when
has a
you
bit of
catch him in the
insecurity.
corner,
Actually,
Yes.
any corner. See, men, even the toughest men are babies.
even the ones who don't put it out there.
No, but won't.
You just
But
little,
won't.
you
It doesn't
just
have to
see
be a
little
man.
signs.
Nobody
of,
loves us like that.
I'm jealous or I'm
Yeah,
insecure about
yeah,
this certain
yeah.
thing. You know that kind of thing.
But for me-
So what do you think?
50-50.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think men demand transparency more.
Same as me, girl. We're on the same table.
I think they do.
Men are such babies, always and ever. They are babies. They're strong. They do their own thing and have like this strong front, make it look like they're unshakable. That's what he was trying to say. It's even
Yeah.
obvious. He already said it in a different way. If we decide to react, or if women decide to, or their wives, girlfriends, whatever, decide to do like something different or do the same thing to them, the reaction is always different. It's always extreme.
It's not the same.
It's always too emotional. It's always like they
Go
really need,
over the
and then there's some men who are really really overprotective, like policing you here and there.
Not a lot of women are overprotective.
Yes.
but a lot of men
Oh my
are
God,
overprotective.
Jesus Christ! Who are you with?
Don't
Who
do
is this
this,
guy?
don't do this, don't wear that, don't.
Yeah,
They're literally
it's
insecure
like
about every
everything.
single thing.
You're not around the women that are actually really, really overprotect.
No, but we're saying they are women, but I think men are more.
Have you been with
They
any
demand more information more.
protective?
Me?
Yeah. No.
No, I don't think.
See? Do you understand?
How
You're-
many people do you think I've been with?
I don't know. Regardless, you said you haven't been with anybody.
But like
who
that
is
solves our
overprotective.
argument.
Actually,
No. You know, it's just
one.
two people.
That's a lie, and you know it. You will not set us up.
I put it to
Daniel.
you.
You will not
Oh,
set
yeah.
us up. You have not been with just two people.
Relationship.
It's just
Serious
it's
relationship.
no.
What's
It's
serious
just
relationship and not serious relationship? How many relationships
it's just a
have you
fact,
been in?
man.
You've been in more than, regardless of whether it is serious or not serious. How many relationships?
No, you
have
wanted to
been
tell me. Tell me.
in? What? I'm just asking. I'm asking.
And I'm telling you that my own is two now.
But even if you dated one person, that still speaks for something. If she wasn't too, or if she's not too, if she doesn't encroach in your space too much or doesn't try to get like too much information from a lot of guys, especially when it seems like, oh, you're such a fine girl and you have a lot of male friends, it's a problem. They will,
men.
yes, they're just going to follow you about. I know it's going to be the same for women, but it's more for men because of the way they react. It's too, like, once a girl, like, if
But having a lot of male friends is actually like a valid reason why somebody should feel insecure.
that's the same thing. I
Same
say it
thing
goes
with
it
men
goes
too.
both ways.
Okay.
But the men will usually be more childish about it. Yeah, like,
Oh,
don't
really,
talk to this
woman?
person, don't talk to that person.
Would you be with
It's not
somebody
like
who has a lot
I can't go visit a
lot of
friend.
friends.
Yeah.
I've actually, one of the girls that I dated had a lot of male friends. But we talked about it and we tried to address it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem, but there should be boundaries. Like I said, that's where that transparency comes in.
Yeah.
And there should be boundaries. Fine, no wala. You can call you can check up, but not unnecessary calling Because when they start calling you and be doing all the checkups and have you done this, have you taking you out, which one am I going to come and do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they come and take the whole time, calling you at odd hours. Your friend. How is your own friend call you around past 11 to tell you good night? Ish. Come on now. So there should be a particular boundary that you, the girl, should put it to them, not expecting them to know.
Yeah.
Men, we can be stubborn when we want something.
Yeah.
Even if we don't want to take that thing serious. But as long as we just feel the need that we want that thing, till we get it, we can do anything.
I know.
And once we get it, Jackpa, 2 seconds.
Another reason that came to my mind is for men is different. Like what they really demand from women, right? Is loyal. You don't even have to love them. It's just loyalty
and respect. That's all.
Respect. Yes.
That's
so like that's why I think that they would demand transparency most, because that's all they want.
You really want
Loyalty. So like once you start,
They don't need you to love them.
yeah, once you start doing things that doesn't, I agree with loyalty as a thing, is a problem. They always want to know what's up. Be playing with me.
Yeah, there's nothing fascinating like you come out, you're a woman, you're the kind of woman you date.
Yeah.
See, tough girl, sweet girl, you get it, I know. And you come out and you leave her in the midst of 10 guys. And you definitely know that those 10 guys are promiscuous, and you know there's no how they're not going to make passes. Do you get? So and you go out like say for a good long time, and you come back. Every approach made towards her, she declined, not because she couldn't say yes,
Yeah.
but the respect and loyalty. Now you check it. If it was you, wouldn't you want the same thing?
Yeah.
Say I'm a fine boy, I have money, I have everything.
Yeah, fine boy. Now.
Everything nice and crazy. This era now where girls literally throw themselves at men and they come at me and I'm like, hey, that's my woman. I drag you. I like PDAs and I literally kiss you in public. It doesn't mean that I cannot go behind you and go and collect number. You get? I'll just whine you and be like, my woman was there and so I couldn't. We still do what we wanted to do. But that respect that I've reciprocated towards you, or for you, that is it. That is the relationship. That's the transparency. I'm doing this in front of you, for you, with you. And you both have to be comfortable enough to talk about things. Like when we were talking earlier before we came up here, you can be 100% transparent, but shall know how to filter it so you don't hurt the other person's feelings.
Yeah.
Do you know there is a way you can tell someone, Omo, I cheated on you? You can play the person anyhow, but just somehow, anyhow, by all means, put it out there. That's transparency.
Because me, I think
A
that
little bit of filtering is allowed.
like to wrap this up, I think that with this whole being transparent, cheating, telling your partner, for that scenario alone on its own, I think that if you did it and you're truly guilty and sorry for it and you want to be clean so you can also forgive yourself, yeah, the best thing to do is to tell your partner. If that's going to break the relationship, then like that's it. No, not about you causing, like let the relationship break at once.
What is yours?
Because you know that I know a couple of people that cheating is not their, when you sleep with somebody else apart from them, it's not their there will be it's not touchy. For them it's like they might be angry, but okay,
that's happening.
but there's something else you do. Maybe you told someone else their secrets, they just break up with you straight. So for some people it's not about sleeping with someone else, right? So it's like it might not really break the relationship, you never can tell. But if that is what it would take, then that relationship will not even work in the first place, because something like that might still happen. You might not go out of your way to cheat, but something might happen in the future and it will still end. Do you get me? So hiding it and later them finding out or even catching you will still break the relationship. So if you know that you're someone that doesn't really, I don't know, you're not a one man or one woman person, just look for someone that will tolerate you. Because if you keep cheating and hiding, I'm sorry, one day it's going to happen. When you're running away from home, come and meet you. So that's the thing. That's how I think it is. It's like, for my own opinion, is that you said already that you think men are like demand more transparency. I think men too. I think women do, but men do more demand. No, transparency more. Yeah, no, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you my opinion, and you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Till I see you in our next episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, share our videos, and follow us on all our social media platforms. I remain your humble host, Cleo. See you next week.